Hello everybody and welcome back to another stream. Tonight we are in Belgium for Spa-Francorchamps and I am here with Matty Robo again. And we are
Good.
down here for a good qualifying.
We are here for a good quality. Good evening, everybody. It's unfortunately dry. That's the least that can be said in the UK at the moment. But in Spa, it's dry. That's such a shame. I wanted a wet race this week. I
Yeah.
want to see the chaos and the carnage that a wet Spa race could bring. It is very changeable conditions typically here, as we've seen many past races. In fact, the 2008 race came up on my YouTube the other day whilst I was looking at highlights of other motor racing. That was a very changeable race between Raikkonen and Hamilton all those years ago. Hopefully it's going to be tonight. Fingers crossed. That's what the people want. Well, that's what I want anyway, but we'll find out.
Yep, I mean, Spa in changeable condition is definitely fun, even as a driver. I mean, the wet in this game isn't that difficult, in my opinion. So everyone should be able to get up to grips with it. But that's the thing, some drivers are quicker in the wets. Like Luke, he isn't here tonight, but he's rapid in the wet. He's at least been this season. So, yeah, but he's not here tonight. We got Almanac in the Red Bull instead of King Luke. And we got Red Panda in the Haas instead of Peppy tonight. And Falava can't make it, so he's not here tonight either way. So we're in for the good quality.
Yeah, opens the door in the championship, definitely. And well, I don't know about you. I don't know if you've done any practice around here or anything, but I find I don't know why it is, but I find the track this year very strange.
Yeah.
In terms of how visually how it all looks, it looks very different to now that it does to previous games.
Yep, that's because they updated the game completely. Not the game, but the track. It's completely laser scanned now, I'm pretty sure. So it should be as close as we can get in the phone game. That's why it's different. That's also why you can't use as much of the curbs in Sector 2.
Yes, I noticed that whilst I practice. Oh, I can run the. Oh no, I can't run the curbs. Not allowed to. What you do notice is that the bus stop now is more elevated as well. Like the
Yep.
elevation change is so much better than what it used to be. It used to be just flat. So it's one of the tracks I think in this game you definitely notice like the changes. All the rest of them are kind of like how they are similar. I also love that we get gravel as well. I know in some racing games they skimp out on the gravel and just put tarmac there and then gravel afterwards. But to see
Yep.
gravel next to the curb is magnificent.
Yeah, it's good to see. And like, even if the drivers go a tiny bit wide, they'll lose a lot of time by doing so. Because not only will you touch the gravel, but you will bottom out as well on those curves. So it's about using the curbs the perfect amount. That's difficult around here. But Red Panda is on a decent lap so far. It's going through Puan right now. You know the track numbers, the turn numbers. I don't, but I do know the names of them, the most of them.
Yeah, on the whole, I'm pretty good, but not too. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm sorry to break it to everybody. I'm just going to have a quick look now, just to keep myself ready.
Yep. So Red Panda going through Starwater 2, and then up to Blanchemont. It's flat, easy in these cars. Want to take quite a tight line actually, and then it's out to the left hand side brake at the 100, down to third, through the chicane we go, and then it's a straight line exit and up to the line. He will do a 144.7 as his first run. We then have a kick behind, that's Andre, he goes 44.6. Who else do we have? Sidegate putting in a 44.7, then it's Josh with a 46.3. Frank coming in with a 145.4, and he did subscribe when we were doing the intro, so thank you for that.
Sorry, it deserves slightly a bit more. 18 months in a row, that is a year and a half for those doing the maths at home. That is fantastic support for the league
One
and
and
the
a
channel.
half.
Thank you, Fragnista. That is very good. Hopefully he can have a better race tonight than he did on his return a few weeks ago. 44.6 you said. I'm expecting somebody to get into possibly the mid 43s, I reckon.
Yep.
Once they get up to speed. Some of the big guns haven't gone yet.
Yeah, and Piney is just invalidated in Blanchemont. I don't know how he did that, but he did. So he's into the pits. Pipe Tech's going through bus stop right now. Ty's up ahead on a lap as well. Pipe Tech's going through. He's on the mediums, so it's a 144.5 from Kevin. Then it's a 145.2 from Ty. Then it's 145.7 from Pipe Tech. So they're all doing great right now.
Nathan's just about to finish his final lap, and it's a 46 flat. The camber of the bus stop chicane makes it slightly harder in terms of trying to get that power down. Back end will probably look to step out through the initial part of the chicane, and then before you get back into that left-hander, it's going to be pretty difficult to get the power down, keep it nice and straight for that final bit. So I think that's where you're going to see most of the time lost or gained on these laps. That's going to separate the drivers, as well as being able to hold the rear through Lecom, where Nathan is coming through now. So watch out for those that struggle and those that do well. I think that's going to be the two key areas of the track.
Yep, and not only that, but it's also very easy to get a warning or run wide in Puan as well. It's an easy flat corner, but you can go wide if you don't get the turn in right. So we might be able to see that in a race. Or in quali, for that sake. So,
Yeah,
Almanac's finishing his lap.
He is. I think he's just running out of... He ran out of juice, I think.
Yeah, he also crossed the white lines
which is weird.
in Bashir.
Yeah, for example, Enzon there's gone just held 7th through Puon. Didn't bother shifting up to 8th, so just kept 7th in and just tried to run as much speed through that corner as he can. Went purple middle sector, but he's running out a little bit of battery towards the end of the lap. He's only using medium. That is interesting. Medium then onto overtake for that part of the track. Come up to the line, and it's a 44.7.
Yep, a lot of people in the 44.7s, or Josh almost spinning, and into the pits he goes. Who else do we have on a? We have 2 spell on a lap. He's going through no name or whatever it's called now. I don't remember actually. Did it change the corner name?
Did they?
Yeah.
No, it's not on here. I know 10. I know 10 where the hairpin is. That's Brussels. 11. Yeah. Turn 11 is no name.
Yeah, they changed no name to something. I'm not sure what.
I shall try and find out.
Purple in sector 2 for the 2 spell. He almost got a win last time. I'm pretty sure. He was flying on the inters at the end in Sandvoort. Made the right choice, and we saw some great racing, even in the difficult conditions. 44.5 from Dan in the Aston. Really tied up at the top. It's crazy to see such a small track. 44.5. No, 45.0 for 2 spell. So he slots into 7th place.
Piney's about to start his lap. He's not set a time as of yet.
Yep, he validated in Bloschmod on his first try. So I'll let you take us through a lap of Spa.
Yep, as we go through Rouge and Radion as the top of the hill, turn 3, 4, and 3 and 4 and 5. Wrong. Wait until we get to turn 7 as we go down the Kelmer Straight. Braking hard, always run deep through the first part of Le Combe. It's going to be very difficult to gain that back. A little bit twitchy on exit through turn 9. The hairpin of 10, go down to 3rd gear through Brussels. Quick up to 4th. Try and hold as much speed as you can through turn 11. Now we come up to pull on. It'll be a shift down, I reckon. No, he's kept it in 8. Oh, no, he shifted halfway through the corner. Through turn 12, long corner there, as we head up to turn 13 and 14 of Campus. Rides the curbs on the inside. It's a very scrappy lap from Piney so far through Stavolo, turn 15, through 16 now, and then we're going to pretty much full throttle now to the bus stop chicane. We'll see in a few moments time as we head through turn 17 of Blanchimont, and 18 runs wide, doesn't get invalidated though. That is very lucky. And then the bus stop, turn 19, flick the car in, not too bad. DRS to the line, and it's a 44.9. There is a lot of time to find in that lap, I feel.
Yep, definitely. I mean, just the Le Combe one, there's 3/10 and that alone, because you can't carry the maximum speed through there. You're all the way down to turn 10. You're struggling.
Mm-hmm. That's not an unusual mistake though that you'll see from drivers this year in this game cycle, simply because of the way turn 7 is. You touch the inside of the curb, it will try and bring the car round. So that's a very usual mistake. You may see a bit more of that during the race, but I think there'll be a bit more conservative driving going on with the heavier tanks, as Piney, we saw, was giving a slipstream to his teammate Nathan.
Yep. We have Fagnester coming in to P8, so decent lap from him. We have Sygate, he went to the top while you were talking, so he put in a good lap. We have Ty, I think he's on a lap, heading through Puan right now. Took a lot of speed in, absolutely sending it through the 2nd sector.
Shalom, Broxy, shalom.
Oh,
unlucky. That's a bit rough and wild through there. 35.8.
It is close around here. I am impressed that they're all.
Yes, considering how long the lap is, and we've seen some of the guys that can improve quite a bit. Pipe Tech is on his first soft run of the session, 3 attempts up through the first sector. Lecom was done very nicely that time, as his teammate has just gone to pole. Pipe Tech, interestingly, shifted down to second through Brussels. We'll see what happens with Puon. He's gone to 6th for Puon. I think that possibly was a miss gear there, if I'm being honest. And through Campos, that looks a lot tighter than what we saw a moment ago from Piney, and we'll see in terms of the lap time. Yep, 7 tenths up on his time. So at the moment, 45.0. We've got the bus stop to go and possibly some slipstream from this car in front, who's moved well off the track to not give his rivals any advantage. And I reckon it's going to be about a 44.5 or 44.6 for Pipe Tech. If he can keep this clean, we'll see the throttle inputs ease towards the line. 44.7.
Yep.
For Pipe Tech on his first run.
That's not a bad lap. And I mean, both the Ferraris are looking good tonight. We do have people out on track. We have 2 spell. He's going for his. This will be his last run because he's got no time after this one. So yep, the wizard is on it again. Down in the first sector, but that's just one corner almost, the first sector. Heading through Brussels, looking tidy so far. Bit of a twitch with the rear through No Name, through Pooh, and we go. Oh, and he's got the inside of Pooh, and never seen that mistake. That's unfortunate for the Aston.
Ashton's improving. 45.6 for the Williams driver. Josh is also improving. So this improvement is going to put him towards that top 10.
Yep.
Oh no, he's carried a bit too much speed.
And
we saw that on a lap attempt he had a bit earlier on. 44.9, so it would have been towards the 44.7s.
Yeah, lost it a bit in the final corner. Very easy to do, especially with the just a change in bus stop this year. It's very difficult to get right, especially the turn in.
Yes, because of the camera of that corner.
Yeah.
Carried too much speed. It's just the car just wants to kick the back end out. Almanac is completing his first and final and only run of the session, and does a 44.6.
Up ahead of Andre.
Yeah, still 3 temps off. So that's a great lap from Ty.
Yeah, and even I mean, I saw Ty's lap, and he lost quite a bit in the final corner as well. So there's an improvement in that lap. So he's looking to get that with him going out again. We have Andre. He's on his final run. The Kick Sauber. He's looked great this year so far. Especially in qualifying. He's 7 tenths up so far. So he's heading through the final straight now. It's full throttle all the way to the bus stop. Don't want to lift because you'll lose it all the way down the straight. You're looking for the 100-meter board, heading on board. You will try and hit the inside curb, but not too much, and you will try and get the exit sorted as well. third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, and he's heading over the line. It's 43.7 from Andre, so that's a great lap.
No favoritism here at all, but that's my boy. Getting sour on pole. Danny didn't improve. Pretty much went the same. His teammate Wizard is, I think, bad start. His lap was a very ragged start though to the lap. Dougie is not improving, but I think he's going to go again. Nathan is up a lot on his previous time, so he's going to put himself into the low 45s. He's used all his battery low already before he's got to the bus stop.
Oh, and the rear is not looking happy there.
It's not, but DRS to the line. 45 flat. So again, continues the theme of the session. It is pretty close between all of them.
Yep, Psychic comes in at 44.0, so he moves up into P2, but that's his final run done. So
Piney is gonna go fourth. Needed a good. Piney only gained a tenth and a half in that final sector, but that was the difference between him being fourth and 10th.
Yep.
He was looking to do a 44.7. Pipe Tech is. I don't know what Pipe Tech's doing. He's already finished. Wizard, 10th and a half up. With basically one last bit of the track to go.
Yep, heading into the bus stop now. Hitting the brakes hard. You wanna force the car in and then get the rotation you need and open the DRS up to the line. He will do a 44.3. That's not bad. We have Ty on a lap. He's sending it through the final corner now. Oh, he's gone very deep there, but he does get a decent exit. Red Panda up to second place. What a lap from the old commentator.
There's a lap coming in here if it all goes well. Almanac at 4 tenths up. It's going to be pushing towards that second row. That car, it tried to get away from him. And across the line, 44.0 as well. Nearly the same as his teammate. Only 100th difference.
Yep. So it's Andre on pole around Spa. What a lap that's up.
Yeah, he did, but Ty got close.
Ty did get close. He lost it a bit in the last sector. He went really deep into the first part of bus stop. So that lost him the pole position this time around. But great lap from Andre.
Good. I think Ty would be still happy with that session. It was top after the run 2 and nearly pole as well. So compared to how it's been going, Hako, no disrespect to the guys at the top, bit of a change, bit of a surprise.
Yeah, that's the difference when you go from a really high downforce track and you go to a low downforce track. Some people might just feel more comfortable on the low downforce compared to the high downforce. That's just driving styles, I guess. So we got a southbound pole for the first time in a long time. Did my stream just restart? Is it good?
Did it?
I don't know.
I know my laptop's slightly behind you. I'm about 6 seconds behind you.
So it's still going.
Yeah.
Okay, it started sending a message that it usually does when the streams died. So thank God it didn't.
Not yet, anyway. Keep you on the edge.
Oh, please don't.
It's right, we can turn into a podcast. We've done this before.
Oh, it's cloudy.
Oh, it is, yes. Big fan.
It's very cloudy. So to go over the track, I mean, the track is a high-speed one, but I think the game tells it as an easy track, but it is quite difficult, especially in a race distance, because it's easy to make a mistake or get a warning or two.
Yeah, we could see a possible. I don't think we're going to see as many track limit penalties here as we would do normally, simply because of the gravel being there as like a bit of an initiative to don't go too far, because otherwise you'll get slowed down by the gravel. So
Yep.
we'll see what happens.
Yep, we got 3, 4, and 5 lights on, and we are go in Belgium, and it's a good start from the Aston behind. Ty did get a good start on the outside line. We have a Haas going for the inside line. Oh, it's contact between the 3 of them, but Ty does get the better start, and Andre is going down the grid. He's on the hard tire. He's getting swarmed by everyone here. He's got a Aston on his outside, going for it.
He's got that horrible.
Oh, and he's going down the grid. Oh, what a horrible start.
He probably should have been nearly out of the race. Yeah, Andre on the hard tyres, obviously not heating up very well. Everybody else on the softs and the mediums eating him alive. So he's going to take a few laps to get that sorted. Switch between the Aston Martins as they're fighting. The Red Bulls are lying astern. Piney trying to go past Kevin. We have a yellow flag. I'll try and find out what that is for. But everybody is still pointing in the right direction.
We have Red Panda in the lead. He is leading the race in the Haas. And we have the 2 Red Bulls fighting behind. Almanac going for a move on his teammate, thinking better of it. He does have pressure from behind with 2 spell. And then it's an Aston behind 2 spell, defending from RB.
Oh, that's brave, trying to go down the inside of that corner. I think Wizard could have a position here if he plays his cards right. Enzon and Piney. Enzon nearly running wide just before we come up to Blanchimon.
Yep. A lot happening in this first lap at Spa, but it's not finished yet. People could send it into bus stop. Does look tidy so far.
So after the first lap, then there's a lot of there's been a few winners, but there has been one major loser, I'm afraid, on that one. Andre down 10 places on those hard tyres, just not up to temperature to start off with. Piney also down 3 places as well from his P7 qualifying position. Everybody in the top 9 though, gaining a couple of positions here and there. And Wizard has now split the 2 Red Bulls. Sorry, correction, Wizard has passed now the 2 Red Bulls and is up to 3rd. Red Bull have a swap blow. Almanac's gone ahead of Cygate. This is not over as Almanac looks a lot more confident through Lecom, throwing that car this way and that. Hectic opening lap.
Yep, a lot happening these first laps. Ty and Panda out in front, just going away, maybe trying to create a gap, trying to work together to get that lead, so you can get away from the guys behind. Almanac does look quick on those mediums. He's looking really confident through the second sector. So they are catching those. So 2-Spill does have the pace to keep up with the front guys. Cygate has dropped out of that DRS unless he is gonna spam the ERS button. And I think Enzon might be going for a move.
Well, we know what Enzon's capabilities are in terms of the moves. He goes for the ones that you don't expect. He did that last time he raced. I'm trying to think what circuit it was. Canada, into the last corner. He was quite good. Oh, we got a spinner. We got 2 spinners. It's Nathan and it's Dougie as well. I don't know who was ahead, but I have a feeling it's that clumsy turn bus stop chicane moment. Ty's ahead of Panda. That's because Panda give him.
Panda gave the position to get DRS, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. X427 losing a place to Frag Nista as he's going past.
So DRS games already.
That's brave considering the people around you. That's all I
Almanac
would say.
looking for the
Well, yeah,
inside into Brussels.
you got two spell and Almanac behind, so that's a dangerous game to start playing already.
It is definitely very dangerous because it's easy to lose both positions. Oh, and Almanac going wide in Poo, and as I said in quali, it's very easy to do. Get the line right and you will be rewarded. Get the line wrong and you will get a track limit.
However, we have seen how influential that DRS is. Sygate was just out the window last time around at this stage of the lap. He's now basically double that. He's nearly 2 seconds. Oh, Sygate's lost the rear! No, commentator's curse. Sygate lost the rear. That was a very weird accident. I think he got on the curb too much on the left-hand side.
Yep, I mean that's definitely easy to do. Oh, and Ty almost going into the rear of Panda there.
Oh, and it ends on the Aston Martin X427. Sorry there, Hako. He tried to look down the inside. He's going to hold the position. Up and under, question mark, not quite. And the Aston Martin's proving a little bit difficult to get past. We'll have the DRS to Fragnista as there's now a 2.5 second gap between the top 4 and everybody else. And Thai's going to get his revenge this time around.
Yep, getting that revenge, getting in front. And he will try and create as big of a gap as he can through this second sector. Panda does look like he does maybe have a bit less downforce than the Ferrari. 7/10 already.
I think that was just a mistake by Panda. I think he just went a bit too deep into that first part of the com as we spoke about during qualifying. We did say that could probably happen during the race. Meanwhile, Almanac going to go down the inside of Wizard through Pouon. That is brave and putting a lot of trust in your competitor, but that is probably one person that he could probably trust doing so. Almanac up into 3rd place.
Yep. Great racing.
There's just one person on the hard tyre, Jones. It is Andre, our pole sitter, who's currently down in 9th place at the moment.
Yep, he got a really bad start. He got a lot of full spin coming out of turn 1, and then he lost a lot of time. Also in Rouge already, and where he went straight on almost. It
was just a domino effect of he lost one place and then just kept on losing place after place after place because he was out of position. As we saw, ends on fighting with the Aston Martin run deep, bit of a touch, and the Williams of Kevin then is round the outside.
Yep.
A few of these guys are really struggling on the battery front.
He bottomed out the Williams. He got cut on the curb. Then it's the Sauber of.
And here comes Andre.
Up into P7. Oh, a touch in the rear. No, he kept it going.
The fact they're all still spinning, staying in the same direction. I'm amazed nobody's gone around there. Sorry, Hacker, I stole your limelight. I saw it coming. I had to do it.
It's completely all right. It's a brilliant line.
I felt the Crofty in me come out.
Incredible they didn't spin out there. Oh, it's a track limit already for Panda and Fragnista. Piney does have one, but that doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah, but there's also probably a few more that picked up warnings that a lot of people ran wide through Pouon. As they're all fighting now. We've got a DRS train from 5th all the way down to 12th place.
Yep. So we have the leaders running away with it right now. Free weight is indeed insane when it's only lap 5, but they did make it work.
Oh, Enzo down the inside. We said he goes for moves that you don't expect. He's trying to go down the inside of the second part of the chicane. That's put him under a little bit of pressure to Andre.
Yep. While that is happening, Almanac's fighting Panda.
he is going to fight Panda. I think even though Panda's got DRS, I think that Red Bull could be going past that Haas. They're going to get closer. Just going to have to be careful when they get under braking, not to collect the car in front. That is very easy to do. Wizard has been dropped, and we'll need to work hard now during the middle sector to keep up with these guys, despite having a 4-second lead over everybody else. It's getting a bit feisty again. We had a lap or so where it's a little bit calm, Hacko, and now it's getting a little bit. Elbows are coming out as the pit stop window is getting probably fairly close.
Yep, I mean the soft runs will go to lap 8, lap 9, I think. Go on to a set of mediums, I would assume. If you can keep the tires alive for that long, you should be fine for the rest of the race. Oh, Andre going a bit wide in that chicane. Almanac. Oh, Ty's made a mistake. He's dropped a lot of places.
Ty has made the mistake, and Almanac is now over the back of Red Panda. Wizard has brought himself in. Big middle sector for the Wizard to keep himself in the hump. But we are still we have a quartet still up front at the moment. And Fragnista is in. Enzon is now the head of this massive train that we've got. You can see all those cars in the background on your screen. And, was that an Aston Martin? Yeah, got pinched. And that's what happened to Andre on the open lap. Got pinched. Oh, Moncho was trying to take advantage and got a bit tail happy with the big loud button. Or the pedal.
Yep, and now he's got pipe tick. And Piney is all over the back of that Ferrari. He wants to make a move. And Andre is making a move on Ensign. Their hard tires are working brilliantly for the Kick Sauber at this point in time. So he's just looking to make up a bit of time to the leaders.
Just the 6.1 seconds now behind the leaders. Watch that gap come down. That could be it could be interesting over the next couple of laps, especially if you can pull away from Enzon in the Alpine. And Enzon himself has managed to pull away from Kevin. So Kevin's now the lead driver in this train.
Yep, and he's already gained a lot of time, Andre.
Yeah, half a second in that middle sector.
1 second already. Was 4.5, now it's 3.5 up to Ty. So, and Ty is being dropped. Two spells going around the outside, going into Blanchimont. That's check this guy out. He's crazy with it. He was crazy in Zandvoort, he's crazy now. Panda's into the pits, he's gonna probably go for a hard tire. He was on the mediums. No, Ty's in.
Ty's in it. That's so early, I feel, for somebody on the mediums. Andre highlighting our fact, though, Hacko. Fastest lap of the race so far, 5.2 seconds off the leaders. And that gap will come down again. I think he's getting most of that time through two areas of the track, Lacombe and then between Campus and Stavalo, where those are corners that work the tyre a lot harder, as Almanac has overtaken Wizard for the lead.
Yep. Moncho going for a move on the other Aston. So both Astons losing a place this lap. But they will just try and make up time to guys ahead. Saget does get a penalty. He did have an incident in Stavilo 2, so he lost a lot of time there. Bit of a spin. Two spell is losing a lot of time to Almanac through the second sector, but doesn't matter if you can keep within the DRS and the slipstream. They might both just pit this lap.
Yeah, the leaders have kind of fought back a bit. Andre's not gained as much on this lap. It's pretty much level pegging between himself and the two leaders. Dougie is past Ashton, who's made a bit of a mistake. Yeah, he's off the track. and taking a break board with him.
Yep, I'm glad it's not me racing tonight.
It is. He is one of 2 soft runners still out there at the moment. I would probably think they'll be coming in fairly soon. Those soft tyres are probably complaining quite a bit. As that was Enzon botting him out. So Fragnista jumped him.
Yep.
In the pit lane. So yeah, undercut working well. Sorry, I've only just noticed that. He's managed to make the jump.
So a bit of a jump in position. They are on the hard tire. We got Piney making a move on Pipe Tech, going into the comp. So up ahead the McLaren goes. He's been looking to make the move happen for quite a while. Pipe Tech still on the soft tires, running good. Dan gets a 3-second time penalty.
In his hunt with Moncho.
Yep.
4.3 is the gap, by the way.
Yep. So while nothing's really happening, I'm gonna try and see if my replay system does work. Yes, it does. It works. So I don't really remember what happened before, but I think it's a move. I think it might be 3 wide, or no, it's Almanac going for the inside into Pooh and making the move happen. So that's on 2 spell. I don't remember if I did clip anything else. I don't think I did.
Almanac is in though, and 2 spell takes the lead. Andre also stays out as well, which we kind of expected. No one else has pitted this lap so far, from Pipe Tech.
Yeah,
I've got the bad case of the hiccups now.
That's all good. The replay is working, BK. I forgot to loop it though, so that's a bit of an unfortunate one. But it's alright. It's alright. I'll get it fixed after.
Wow, big. Almanac's come out behind Ty and Panda. Ty putting the fastest lap of the race, and now it's all over the back of Panda. And we could see a move for the net lead as we go down the Kemmel Straight. Ferrari versus Haas, customer car versus factory car. And pretty light work of the Haas there made by Ty. And he has the lead. Almanac has come a couple of seconds out behind. Enzon's passed Fragnista as well. That's an important move because that is for position as they've both stopped. So we're still waiting on the likes of the Wizard, Andre, Moncho, and X427 and Piney to make their stops. The front 2 is interesting because they'll come out roughly where Almanac and Co would be, probably a little bit further behind now.
Yep. Panda is being dropped from Ty, so Ty is making good work on the hard tires. This car's working really well for now. So maybe he does have a bit of more downforce because he's losing a bit now on the straight. Lost a tenth so far. Andre's into the pits. So he's trying to get an undercut on 2 spell, I would guess.
I would say that's an aggressive undercut. He's done less than half race distance on what is the better tyre. Ty has gone fastest lap. As he's now crucially broken the 1 second gap to Panda. So Panda can't respond this time round, but gives Ty some breathing space for a little bit. Almanac is at arm's length at the moment. Andre has come out a net P4. He has found himself between Almanac and Enzon, who's under pressure from Fragnista and Kevin. Fragnista going to go to the inside. Contact between the 2 and quite a bit of it. And Enzon's going to lose 2 positions in 1 corner.
Yep, a bit of an aggressive move on inside there. I think he's gone a bit deep, maybe. Just a tiny error, and it's made a bit of a mess, unfortunately.
Yeah, the move was on, but it was just a bit. It just wasn't cleaned up a bit. It was a little bit rough, that one.
Yep.
So there'll be. At the moment, he's lost out on a couple of places. Hopefully, there's not too. He didn't get any damage, so have a go and have a crack at.
Ty's dropped it.
Ty's dropped it. Oh, he was doing so well. We just say he's gone faster to that fast step. He's going to have to start all over again.
Yep, and he's now gonna be caught up by Andre because he's on a medium set of tire, I would guess.
Moncho, Dan, and Piney, it's all very close together. So yeah, he's used a lot of battery to make that ground up as well. So having said that, two in front are not much better.
Yep. And Piney got passed by Dan. Yes. Dan did get past, and he's now trying to get closer to Moncho. They are all staying out for now. They haven't not pitted, so neither has two spell. He's staying out in the lead. He's probably gonna go for a soft tire, I would assume.
Well, we can't knock what the Wizard does after last week's shenanigans and how he called the strategy pretty much down to a T, considering what's happened, as Ashton's been passed by Cygate, and we've had a couple other position changes. So we're probably looking at the realms now, Hako, where the top four are probably going to go for a medium soft strategy to complete this race.
Yeah, that's what I would assume. Going on the hard tires now is not really beneficial. You don't gain a lot of time by going long on the mediums around here. Just because how durable the hard tires are this game. Do have a great battle though by Anton and Fragnist side by side in the entire second sector. This is for the final point. Defending into Blanchimont is something I wouldn't expect, but outside line for Ensign. Can't really make it work.
No, he tried to run that deep, and Fragnis has kind of run it deep as well. So he's going to have to try again. I was just about to say the gap to lead is about 13 seconds between Panda, who is the highest stopper, and the Wizard. Panda looks like he could be under pressure here from Almanac, though. Almanac going to go to the inside. Oh, contact between the two. I possibly think that looks a bit fairer than the one we saw previously. And Andre is past Ty as well, so watch out. Andre is on the move as Ty runs very wide through Brussels.
Yeah, he's struggling a bit again, but he is just about within. But he might actually be dropped. Unless he gets a mighty final part of the sector 2 or a really good bus stop. I think he might be dropped here. Almanac's all over the rear of that Haas.
Well, all I'm going to say is this is going to get very spicy in a second. You'll have Moncho, X427, Piney, Red Panda, Almanac, and Andre, and possibly Ty, all close together because they haven't stopped as of yet. Moncho is still out there at the moment, but has pitted, so it leaves X427 and Piney as our leader. Two Spell has pitted, and he's going on a set of soft tyres to the end of this race.
Yep, I mean they will go the distance, but will they be good for the distance? That's something. Oh, Fragnus are getting 3 seconds. He's fighting with Ensign. Ensign going on the outside into turn 1, making the move happen, but down and under. No.
Oh, here we go then. Pano's in a lot of trouble because Almanac is on the charge. We're going to see Piney go for the lead. with X427 party round the outside. The Aston Martin toughs it out. Almanac is through on Panda. So he's going to come across these guys and it's going to get a little bit tasty here. Oh, Piney's clipped the back. Oh, nearly collected Almanac as well and Panda. And Piney's now got to hold the inside. Can Panda do what we saw earlier by Almanac and go down the inside? Yeah, he's already got that move done. Andre stuck behind the McLaren for a corner or so. That McLaren rear's tyres looks terrible out there at the moment. And Dan will try and do his best and hold Almanac up here for his teammate Wizard, who is currently
4 seconds.
Just the 6 seconds behind Hacko.
That he's done mighty well on those old tires. Andre is trying a move on Piney. He's gonna go round the outside.
Oh, and the Rubbin is racing at the front. X427 down the inside. Oh, he's run it deep. He's run it way too deep. Oh, I don't know what he was trying to do. And he's run into the side of Panda as well.
Yep, he's trying to fight it.
Oh, and then Panda's giving him a bit of a slap in the face for probably good measure there. Wizard 5 seconds behind Almanac then. And if Wizard's going to make this strategy work, he's going to have to do it within the next 3 or 4 laps, I feel.
Yep.
Before those tyres do fall off the cliff.
Yep, you want to be in the first or second place. And, I mean, he doesn't have that far up to go, because he's got his teammate ahead. His teammate will let him past, and it will be decently easy to get past the other guys when you have such a big of a grip advantage. The other guys are on hard tires. Besides Andre, Ty is trying to catch up. He did get a bit stuck behind that drama with Panda and Dan. Two-Spill getting win in the DRS, so he's doing well for himself. Andre catching back up to Almanac as well. Ensign is fighting Piney. Piney did go into the pits.
Although really good to see, like, top 12 drivers basically within a pit stop of each other. It's been a good outing by EU3 this evening in terms of pace. It's been quite close actually all evening, and it's getting that little bit closer out front as Ty and Panda are fighting over the last podium spot. But watch out, Two-Spell is behind us as his teammate Dan dives into the pits onto the set of softs. He's done his job.
Yep, and
well, not cleanly, but
he's
I
done
think
it.
we all know what he was trying to do.
I mean, he's done it. So going into Rouge, he gets past, and then it's gonna be DRS.
Oh, here we go then. Oh, there's a lot of. Oh, and Panda's gonna go for it 3-1 again. Oh my goodness me!
Yeah.
Oh, and I think Ty's just hit the back of the Aston Martin for good measure. Hopefully, that's not any damage on there.
Yeah, I think Panda did. He did cause that a bit, didn't he? Unfortunately, just touching the Aston a tiny bit just made that contact happen. But Two-Spell is past now, so no damage to anyone, I think. Thank God. So Two-Spell's gonna try and catch up to the guys up ahead. Andre is behind Almanac. And Two-Spill is catching through the second sector. So those soft tires are working well for the Aston.
Yeah, this is where you'll see the soft tires work really well, is through that middle sector. That's where we go most of the time. The rest of the lap is going to be a little bit harder. It's whether he's saved enough battery and tyres to go on this assault for victory. At the moment, the battery situation isn't looking too great. Almanac leaves Andre, who's got the DRS, just casually just chilling there at the moment. but I feel like he's going to make a move fairly soon if he sees that Aston Martin come any closer. Panda and Tyre, they're not too far away either.
Nope. Even with the contact, they are still going strong. Panda does have DRS on the Aston, so he is getting dragged along. Sauber is staying behind for now. Ty is making a move on Panda. Fair enough.
Panda didn't get it.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, that's a great save from Ty. He's absolutely done well to save that one. I mean, I expected him to spin into roll there. So he's done really well to keep that on going.
I expected to see a Ferrari into a Haas. That was not going to end well, but it didn't happen.
We have Henri right behind the Red Bull of Almanac. To spell, he's struggling a bit because he doesn't have the straight line speed.
Yeah, but they're all. I'm watching. They're all saving their battery. I think we're going to see. We've had a few laps where we've seen one wave of attacks from everybody. I think give it a couple of laps for that, we'll charge back up again, and then we'll possibly see more moves made. I think Wizard be looking more now in his rear view mirror rather than out in front of him, because Panda is still just about there. Those soft tyres, I don't think are eating into the gaps now as what we thought they were going to do. They're now 4 laps old on that Aston Martin. So let's see. It's not over yet, but I think there's going to be another wave of attacks coming. Speaking of, there is a switchback and a move for the lead. Andre has decided that he is going to take control of the race at this moment in time.
Yep, he's taking control, and Piney is trying to get even more points. He's got the DRS on Fragnester. He's going to go up ahead of the RB, so he's into P9 now. It does have a few penalties this way, I think. Maybe 1 free second, I'm not sure. But he is up ahead. Almanac still sticking with Andre though.
He is. It's a 1:45.813 that is set by Ty. Ty is going to take the fastest lap point. He did that though on the hard tyres. That was an impressive lap.
Yep.
By Ty. He's shown the pace, but ultimately, Hako, he's made a couple of mistakes that has kind of cost him, well, a podium for sure, but possibly a win today. There's still 4 laps to go, but he is now finding himself nearly 8 seconds off the leaders.
Yeah, I mean, those 2 times where he lost the rear, and wasn't it 3 times actually?
Probably it's been at least. Oh, Pan has dropped it by himself. That was so strange. He got out of the corner and then he literally just dropped it, and the rear just went, and the upper the rears went into the barrier when he was like in 4th gear.
Oh, Macho spinning, trying to go for the move, locking the rears. Then it's pipe take all over the back of him now. That's a bit of a silly spin. Almanac going for the lead now, heading into Le Cum. So these guys are just swapping. Two-Spill won't catch him when they do that. Just no way.
Oh, he's nearly lost it though with the rear. So those soft tyres look like they're trying to expire. It does mean though the Wizard has got a little bit less pressure now. Ty a few seconds back. So if he keeps out the wall, podium minimum for our championship leader.
Yes.
Yes.
We have Mancho going for a move on the inside into Puan, and that's on Panda because Panda's got no left side of the front.
Yeah, I was going to say, and that's why Pipe Tech's through as well. The Wizard will, his lead in the championship will grow, thanks to Luke and Falari not being here this evening. Aston Martin's points in the team championship, well, everybody else kind of not really scoring will also mean they'll be in a good position as well. Yellow sector 2, I believe that could be no, it's not Enzon, it's Cygate and Ashton. Ashton's passed, Cygate I think has made a mistake.
Yep, I think that's where it is. Andre, right behind Almanac, he's gonna get a good slipstream all the way up through Erosion Radiant. It's gonna be the airs open. I think he's saving the battery, so he won't go for it this time around. Pandas him to the pits, he's gonna change the front wing, get a soft tire on, and try and take the fastest lap, I would guess.
Yeah, he probably will take, or try and take the fastest lap. Josh and Nathan have been going at it for a few laps, and Nathan got Josh got passed through Stavilo of all places. Ashton and Cygate, so there's still battles within battles. Oh, Josh has run deep into turn 1.
Yep, he's run really deep, gravel under tires, you won't get grip that way, mate.
And funny enough, Nathan's dumped the battery to be like, oh, this is my moment to escape and not be under threat from the DRS, and he has got a second and a half on the driver behind, and Piney's in the wall, out of No Name.
Yep.
So turn 11.
In the wall he goes, but he's got quite a few seconds down to Ensign. Oh no, he doesn't anymore.
He has, but he's got to watch out for the penalties. Enzon has 9, which is fine. But it's like the likes of Dougie, who are currently sitting in P12, who's only got 3. And the gap, it's 8 seconds, so you think that should be enough, but it should be right. Wizard looks like he's not got a response. So with 2 laps to go then, it's going to be between Almanac and Andre. Both have been saving up their battery to strategically use over the next couple of laps or so.
Yep. I mean, he could go for the lead here if he does feel comfortable with being in the lead, but I don't think he will. Just because it's very important to be in second place. Maybe we will see some DRS schemes. Just because they got the gap down to 2 spell. They got 4 seconds. Pipe tech's been dropped from Moncho. So he's losing time. I mean, he's got no penalties, so doesn't have to worry about that stuff. But would have maybe liked to get that P6 from Moncho up ahead.
Probably look to get that P6 in the.
We have Ashton going for a move on Cygate. Down the straight he goes. Come on, Ashton. Up ahead.
Almanac's picked up a penalty. Whilst we're watching that great overtake for P16, Almanac's just picked up a penalty, so 3 seconds. So Andre is, well, doesn't really have to do anything. However, this may perk up the ears down in the Aston Martin garage of, oh, Wizard could claim a free position here and grab a P2. He's going to have a absolute barnstorming last lap, but does make it a little bit more interesting if there was to be an incident between the leaders.
Yep, I mean, I was looking at Andre and he was looking like he was spinning all the way through Erosion Radiant, but he does have great straight line speed. Does he make the move? No, he does not. He stays behind for now. It is the last lap, so everyone is gonna try and keep the composure. Red Panda with the fastest lap, 145.1. So, I mean, he did have damage and he did pit for just to get that, and he's ahead of Dougie actually.
Yeah, Dougie's just made a mistake.
So he's got that covered.
Wizard's in a lot of trouble here. Oh, Wizard's in a lot of trouble. Spud has given me some inside information. Gap is now a second and a bit to tie. There is a red light going on that Aston Martin as well, so could be in a little close to crisis point for the Aston Martin. But Andre is coming up to Blanchard for the final time. Can he try and overtake Almanac on track? Would he look to try and take Almanac on track? He is. Battery low is all used from both of them, really.
Yep.
And Almanac's going to stay ahead of him.
Yeah, Almanac's gonna stay ahead. He might actually. I mean, if there's a warning to be removed, he might get that. But you never know.
Yeah, Wizard hangs on just to tie in the end. Kevin is in 5th. We could see that change to Moncho, not quite. Pipe Tech will finish in 7th. And now this is where the game starts. Who's going to finish where with all the penalties? Pragnista ahead of Enzon. Sygate and Ashton, I think, had another bow. Enzon will finish in 10th. Piney will jump ahead. Panda will finish in 12th. Dougie's teammate in 13th.
Oh!
What was that? I've just seen it in the background. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Someone's not happy.
No, I feel the stewards could be seeing stuff there and there could be a severe penalty for whatever's just happened. Sygate has run out of fuel.
Yep. And Josh has been disqualified. I would assume that's.
Well, he was in the pit wall, so don't think there was a choice in the matter. Anyway, it's not going to drag us away from what was quite an entertaining Belgian Grand Prix, decided by Phil Hacko. Some very crucial mistakes from a couple of individuals, but the two up front did drive an impeccable race.
Yep, no mistakes from the front two guys, besides that 3 seconds from Almanac. But besides that, he's done really well. So Andre does deserve the win. He got the pole, he got the victory. He did do a bit of a Norris start by losing positions, but he came back in the race and showed everyone that he's got the pace around here.
He has indeed. That concludes your EU3 Belgium Grand Prix. It has been very exciting. And there is all the standings out in front of you. The stewards have been pretty quick with returns of incidents this week, so we should be able to have all the standings up and running for next week as well. Apart from Josh, who technically didn't DNF but got disqualified, everybody finished.
Yep, no DNFs this race. Quite surprised about that, if I'm gonna be honest.
I'm pleasantly surprised, and
yeah,
nobody got lapped either.
Yeah, no one got lapped. Sagan got a bit close with the fuel problems. Ashton only a minute behind this time. He did great this race. So he's improving, and that's great to see.
Yeah, it's all good to see. Qualifying was close, and the race with different strategies was also close. If you want to see EU3 again, you can. You can see them next week. They will be racing at Hungary, I believe.
Yes. Feel like that's correct.
It is. It's Hungary for round 8. No, sorry, let me get that right. Round 9 of the Contest of Speed. Season 14. In Budapest next week. Because we are entering, Hacko, the final third of the season.
Yep.
I can't believe I'm saying that. We are already, after this week, we'll be 8 weeks deep into the season already. If you want to watch some more Contest of Speed action, you can. Don't have to wait long, guys. Don't worry. AM3 is on in a few hours' time. Where we hand over to our American colleagues from across the pond. EU2 will be racing tomorrow. You'll see myself. You may see the gentleman virtually sitting next to me as well, depending if he's allowed to race. We'll find out.
What?
We share our nights with AM2, EU1 and AM1 on Thursday. If you are interested, that's right. If you are interested, we are running it's not quite like the Ironman League thing, but we are running our very own endurance 100% race tier that we are trying to start. They had a trial run last week. Hako, what day was that on? Was it on Saturday?
100% rate was Saturday, yes.
Yes, they had a bit of a trial run on Saturday. I heard good things. It's a tier where both European and American drivers are racing at the same time, which is fantastic to combine both communities together. If you are interested and are in the server, please get in touch. Mr. Brooksy is the man that seems to be driving this train forward, and I said to him I'll try and plug it on Tuesday. So no official day, but I think they're going to try and run it at the weekend, possibly. But I'm sure he'll be able to tell you more about it tomorrow when he's on commentary with Tom for EU2.
Yep, hopefully. It was great last time around, so hopefully it will be up and running. Not so long.
Yeah, plenty of interest. I've seen there's over 50 drivers that have shown interest to racing it, which is fantastic. So we can get that running again. That'd be brilliant. As well as the 3 tiers from each region. Be more contest of speed action coming your way when we get it possibly streamed as well. Is anybody here, Hako? Where are they? I know Andre won't be joining us, but
I have invited them both, and we got the wizard.
we have
Not sure if Almanac's gonna join. That's up to him.
Oh.
We will start with the wizard though. Welcome back, man. Again. Another podium for you. I actually don't remember where you qualified this time around, but you was up at were you? Top
I think
6?
I was 6th or 7th, something like that.
Yeah, 6th or 7th.
Yeah. I mean that start. It was great. You made up a lot of positions there, and then you also you went on to lead for quite a few laps. Didn't really get back within, even though he had the soft tires. But I would assume they dropped off. But what was that strategy the entire race?
I wanted a virtual safety car, really. We wanted to extend a little bit and then push a bit at the end because everyone started pitting a lot earlier than I wanted them to. And I hadn't practiced on the hards at all, so I didn't want to go to the hards because being a smooth driver, a smooth operator, I don't do very well with the hards because I can't get temperature into them very quickly, so I don't like them. So it was always the plan to go medium then soft, unless there was like an early safety car, and then we'd risk the hards. But it was everyone pitted very early, got a bit of an undercut. Dan did very well at sort of blocking them off a bit for me for an extra lap when I came back out. But then we had to fight a few people, so the tyres had gone off a little bit, but it was more that I seemed to be down on power, so I don't know what was going on, like a bug in the game or something, but when I put it into hot lap, I was losing a lot of time on the straights for some reason, so I had to sort of manually run my ERS for the whole rest of the session, which was a bit of a faff. I was going slower on hot lap than I was on like medium and then with a bit of boost or whatever. So it was very confusing, a bit stressful, but had enough of a gap to the guys behind to keep third. I wasn't trying to get anywhere near Almanac because to me he was teleporting all over the place. So I was like, I'm happy with third. And well done to Andre.
Yep, definitely. I mean, even though I mean you were helped a bit by a bit of what would you call it, mistakes from a Ferrari driver. But you drove well tonight, and congrats on your third place. Hopefully we will see you again.
No worries.
So I think that's the end of the race.
Yes, I
And
haven't seen anyone
end of
else
the
join.
commentary. So Almanac won't be joining us tonight. So we will go on to end the stream.
Heck, I've
Thank you
made
all
it
for
for a
watching.
full stream.
That's surprising for once.
Quick, end it.
So Matty did his plug. If you want to see M2 tonight, M3 tonight, it's 2 p.m. UK time. We will be racing tomorrow, as he said as well, and we will see you guys next time around Hungary, and hopefully for a good race. So bye bye everyone, and have a good one. Thank you all for watching, and have a great night.